And why not watch an astrophysicist cut an onion? Because we all love Neil deGrasse Tyson. All right, let's get up here.
There exists things you would cut that are pre-cut. So,
Okay.
I'm going to do a demo with an onion, which I happen to have.
Which I see.
I happen to have in my office
Ooh,
here.
an
I
onion.
actually was wondering why there was an onion here in the office. You know.
Just take me a second.
Okay.
Love me some Neil deGrasse Tyson. I don't know about you. Am I saying his name right? DeGrasse? Or is it DeGrasse?
All right, you might remember plotting coordinates.
Well, that definitely.
Okay, X and Y.
X and Y.
Okay?
Right.
So Descartes sort of pioneered how you put numbers on a graph.
I think, therefore, I am, dude.
That dude.
Get out.
That's why it's called Cartesian coordinates.
Get out of here.
You did not know this?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he was a brilliant guy, brilliant philosopher
he's
with a dose of math.
With a dose of math.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess that makes
René
sense.
Descartes.
Yeah, a lot of philosophers were scientists back then.
Yeah, they didn't have the word scientist. They were called natural philosophers.
Natural philosophers.
Right. You were philosophized about the natural world.
Right.
And Newton was a natural philosopher. Today we would call him a physicist.
Right.
All right. If you have a dot somewhere on the chart, you can say how far along is it on the x-axis?
Right.
And then how far along is it on the y-axis? And that dot can be represented by two numbers.
Great.
Okay?
Right.
Anything on a flat surface, its position can be located by just two numbers.
Right.
Love
Okay.
Tyson?
Okay.
Now, if you're
Especially
down
about the
here,
Pluto
then you're
documentary?
like negative,
Yes.
it could be like -5, -6,
Right.
whatever.
Right.
But or negative and plus, or plus and negative. So two dimensions can always be localized by two numbers.
Okay.
We would come to learn that
Fair enough.
Cartesian coordinates are not always the best way to think about a problem. Suppose your object that you're trying to describe is not rectangular, but suppose it's a circle.
Right. Okay.
So if it's a circle, let's draw a circle on this Cartesian
Right.
X and
That's
Y
y-axis.
axis. I can draw a circle and I can say, what are all the points on that circle? So I can pick a point. Well, I have to measure it. I get two different numbers. I pick another point on the circle. I get two other numbers. Right. So I have a whole bunch of numbers. I can trace out that circle with all these numbers.
Fair enough.
Or I can say it has radius r
Interesting.
from the center.
From the center.
Hey, Pringles.
So if I
That
plot
one r
Right.
is every point
Every
on that
point on
circle.
that circle.
Depending on the need, you will choose a coordinate system that makes the problem easier than it otherwise would be.
sounds smart.
So, in calculus class,
Okay, now I'm checking out. I had to go with the calculus. Didn't you? Oh, brother.
so let me just get a can here.
I was pretty weak at calculus.
This is a cylinder.
Cylinder. Right.
There's something called cylindrical coordinates.
Okay.
You know what that is? It's circular coordinates in two of the dimensions and rectangular coordinates in the third dimension.
Oh.
If you combine a circle
Oh.
with rectangular coordinates, you extrude
a cylinder.
A cylinder.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah.
And so let's say we have
You know you're
potato
tangled in my headset.
All right.
and you want to make French fries
Okay.
from scratch.
I'm all about it.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
There you go.
Yeah.
You are tangled
All right.
up, babe.
No, let's start with potato chips.
All right.
Look, the potato is in three
All
dimensions.
right, Shy. Have a
And
good
potato
day.
chip is what?
2 dimensions.
Thank you for stopping
It's
by.
flat.
It's flat.
Yeah, it's just
flat.
a little slice of potato.
So you take a potato, just slice. Every slice
Yes.
gets a. You turn three dimensions into two dimensions.
Yes.
You got that?
I'm getting hungry.
Okay. And that's good. It was easy. Yeah. Now you want to make French fries. So one cut is
Thank you so
not
much for the
enough,
follow, Rue.
because a French fry is only one dimension. Length. Obviously, it has thickness, but let's not worry about that. You want something that only has length.
Right.
You cut off
Potato
one
chip.
dimension that previously gave you your
Potato chip.
chips, but now you got to cut at right angles to that.
So you're getting apple
When you do
slices.
that, now you get
Of course.
your strips.
line.
You
Right.
get your line.
You get a line.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So now suppose I want, because I do this often at home, I want to roast potato little cubes, potato cubes.
Oh, okay,
So it's
yeah,
like you
yeah.
mix it with some onions and garlic. It turns
Absolutely.
out great.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, God,
okay.
yes.
How do I do that? Well, now I had a full three-dimensional object. Now I just want particles out of that three-dimensional object. So like one cut gets me the
Potato chip.
two cuts get me
A line.
Now I had to cut in the third dimension, and now I got
And
my
now I
little
got a
cubes.
cube.
There
Right.
you go.
That's cool.
There you go.
Okay. It took
Okay.
3 cuts. However,
Oh, God.
Oh,
no.
Lord, here we
there
go.
exists things you would cut. An onion is otherwise a 3-dimensional object, except think of it not in circular coordinates where everybody's an R. Think of it in spherical coordinates. What matters is
Okay.
in those 3-dimensional spherical coordinates, the onion is layered in R. So we have an R that's this size, and there's an R that's a little bigger,
And
R that's a
another
little
R,
bigger,
right.
all the way out.
It just keeps going out.
It just keeps going out.
Right.
So if I want to cut an onion in all 3 of its dimensions, it's already cut in the R dimension.
Right, because it's layers going into 0.
That is a cut. That's effectively a cut.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
All right, that's cool.
So if I
Who would have thought cutting an onion could be so complicated?
want to make
Not me.
little cubes of onions, I only have to cut it twice rather than 3 times that you had to do with the potato. Okay?
Right. Because it's not pre-cut.
Because it's not pre-cut.
There you go. And the layers serve as the pre-cut.
As the pre-cut inside.
Okay, cool.
That's why it's easier to cut an onion than a potato.
Yeah.
For that reason.
Well, but potatoes don't make me cry. So that's 1 cut.
Okay, that's 1 cut. Your cut, you made 1 potato chip. A second cut, okay?
Man, you struggle
And
with that.
This row of cuts, which for you would have made
French fries.
Flat
lines.
For me,
Oh, look at that. That single cut, that second cut gives you
for me,
the 3-dimensional cube.
makes the little cubes.
Look at that. So here are your 3-dimensional cubes.
Correct.
Look at that. From 2 cuts.
Empowered because it already came that way, cut in advance.
Nice.
Right. And I think about that every time I cut onions.
I believe that.
So I recently learned
Yes.
that onions, in the gas that it releases when you cut it, there's a sulfur atom, and it mixes with your tears, with any moisture in your eye, and it creates sulfuric acid, which irritates your eye, makes you tear
Makes you
even
cry.
more. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So
I
that's
just
what
thought
makes
it
you
was because I
cry.
was killing an onion and I felt guilty.
Just makes
so sorry,
sulfuric acid in your eyes.
That's a little bit of Cartesian coordinates in the spherical plane,
Nice.
and a little bit of cutting onions.
Yep.
This has been yet another Star Talk Explainer. Chuck, thanks for being here.
Always a pleasure.
All right. Neil deGrasse Tyson, keep looking up.
What if we did drugs while reacting to the reactions? You'd probably have a better time.